My name is Nicki. I'm an English makeup artist and I live with Carlo and our daughter Sky in Positano, Italy. Our house is far from the road but surrounded by fruit trees and olive groves, and we grow our own food. We'll show you what it's really like to live on the Amalfi Coast. Subscribe and welcome to the Positano Diaries. Today is the first day of non-lockdown. What would you call it? Freedom. Today's the first day of freedom. It's Monday the 18th of May and we are finally, after over 2.5 months, we are allowed out and we can do whatever we want. So we are going to go and take a scooter ride along the coast. It is a very warm day. It's probably about 25 degrees at the moment. We're going to take a scooter ride along the coast towards Amalfi, stopping along the way and just enjoying the freedom and the wind in our hair. Except we'll be wearing helmets, so we won't have much wind in our hair. C'è la zucchini già? So we were going to go kayaking, but it is quite windy. It's been very windy since yesterday afternoon, so it's probably not ideal for the first kayak of the year to go against the wind. We're going to head towards Amalfi and just see where we end up.
Il mare non è più tanto calmo, eh.
A quick stop at the florists. Cosa sei fermato a fare qua?
Concime, ci serve il concime.
Ah. I thought he was here to buy something nice like flowers or herbs. No, he wants manure. Great. Bougainvillea is the one thing that Carla will not have much of at home because it's too spiny and it grows too quickly and there's too much work to do. I have discovered a view I have never been to before. And I'm right by the biggest tree in town. Looks like Carlo might have been swayed. He wants to get some of these. I don't know where we're going to fit them in. Dove lo mettiamo? Ah, questi sono belli, sì.
Facciamo un po' di spezzi e le mettiamo.
Okay, we are not going to bring the flowers with us, so we've saved some for later and we're going to go off on an adventure. So we're going along the coast and we're studying all the plants that we see. I love this colour of this bougainvillea here. And look at the way that wisteria wraps itself around the trunk there perfectly. Continuiamo.
Andiamo.
We have decided to stop in Praiano, just parking outside the church. The bar is closed, but the view is beautiful. And we're going to take a walk down below the church where there's a lovely long flat pathway. First of all, we are going to get some water. Che bello! Frido!
I look into your eyes, I see we're out of time. I guess no one's to blame, nobody crossed the line.
So this is the main piazza in Praiano, and from the 1st to the 4th of August every year they do an amazing light festival here. All these designs that you can see on the floor behind me are covered in little tea light candles, and they light them and it creates this beautiful pattern. It's absolutely stunning to see, but they have dancers and fire dancers and the whole church is lit up with lasers and light shows. If you're here in August, it's definitely worth coming to Praiano to see it. It's really good. Beautiful. What have you found, Holly? did we found? Saint Rosario. So we're going to go left under the church and just have a walk along here. Now Praiano has all these lovely ceramics all over the place. You can find them everywhere. Look, there's a little fishy here. Ha-ha! That's a lovely big garden.
Questa è una pianta di agrifoglio, anche chiamata lauro.
Laurel?
Sì.
È
Non
l'erba,
lo so
no?
in inglese, ma
C'è un bel odore.
c'ha un odore pazzesco.
Sì. Oh, it smells like roast Sunday lunch.
Sì, questo non si sente l'odore dalla telecamera, ma è pazzesco quanto è bello.
Yum. Peer over all the walls with you, but I'll probably get in trouble if I do that, so I won't do it too much.
L'hai chiamato già? Quando viene?
It's an absolutely amazing villa here. And then there's this fabulous entryway with these beautiful ceramic pots here. Look at that. And along this bit, every single vase is completely different from the next one. It's amazing. And hardly anybody passes by here. It's in the middle of nowhere. I like that one. It's cemented onto the wall so you can't steal it, but it's got giant crabs on it. Possibly the prettiest Madonna and Child that I have ever seen. Maria della Primavera.
Lei dice che questa strada porterà a mare.
A mare.
Ok, andiamo a vedere.
This looks very promising. Beautiful. We should have brought our swimming costumes.
Possiamo anche farlo. Senza.
Nudi! Absolutely stunning. Now we've arrived back at the church and we are going in the other direction towards Positano. Look at this plant here, isn't that fantastic?
Che odore di rosa.
We've just bumped into Carlo's cousin's wife and she's invited us into her house for a drink, so we're just going to have a wander around her garden, which is beautiful.
Hanno di 3-4 colori, sta bianco, viola e rosa, non è uscito oppure l'acqua.
Dove? Fammi vedere.
Ma abbiamo piantato il prato, però non piove mai, non lo so, da qua abbiamo messo un po' di... Ne ho trovato un paio di vipere, ma... Lei, questo qua è tutto giardinato, poi il papà sempre. E lei abita là, la casa a fianco.
Look at these apricots, they're so far ahead of us. Ours have pretty much just grown leaves. And just to show you, because I showed a zucchini at home this morning, look at the difference in size. That's massive.
Li fai?
Guarda il fiore aperto. Ah, ci sta anche lì il fiore
Vedi, fa
aperto.
questi qua, li diventano arancioni poi. Il brodo non è proprio...
And now it is gone 1 o'clock, we are hungry and we are climbing back up the road because it's time to go home. And we're home and it's hot. Hello Lily. Sky and Nicola went to eat with Nicola's parents yesterday and they came back with this. This is a caporalessa. It is pasta with, it's bucatini pasta, which is like the big spaghetti with the holes in it. And it's got olives and mozzarella and tomato and it's very, very good. So we're going to heat that up for lunch. And obviously Carlo is straight away taking the cover off the pool again so he can throw himself in. Oh, that's cold.
Più grande me la taglio io.
A little bit crunchy on top, that's fine.
Un pelo di animale. Allora ne ho preso poco perché sembrano...
Okay, it is time for an inventory of the garden. I'm going to have a wander around and see what we've got growing. So we're starting off with the tomato plants. And as I thought, Luca is now starting to put up the netting, which will help them and support them while they're growing. Onions and lettuces. The first row is big tomatoes. The second row is little green peppers. And the third, fourth and fifth row are red peppers. Would you stop sneezing?
Sorry.
And here we have green beans, 2 rows of green beans, 2 double rows, and the zucchini, which Luca has just told me that the first zucchinis that grow need to be picked and eaten while they're tiny. That little one there, there's 2 there actually, that can be picked and put in a salad. The grapevine is slowly coming back to life as well. The plum tree, which did extremely well last year, it's got lots of little baby plums on it. I'll give you an update on our lockdown patio that we built at the very beginning of lockdown. The dichondra is now growing. It's starting to do its job and look green here. And my wildflowers that I bought from England in what looked like a cereal box full of mixed seeds look very exciting. We can't wait to see what flowers here. And then, as usual in the summer, all these beautiful ferns just grow up here and we just let them do their thing because they're pretty. I will put in some footage of Luca digging up the potatoes the other day. They were lovely new potatoes, very nice in a salad. I've just discovered some lovely looking lettuces hidden among the stinger nettles at the very end of the garden here. What I came over here to show you was lots of figs ripening in these fig trees. Can't wait for them. Now the zucchini plants in the back here are much bigger, so I planted them a bit earlier than the ones down in the bottom garden. Look how much everything has grown in the greenhouse. It shoots up so quickly. It's amazing. Anyway, we've got all these different types of tomato plants in here and flat leaf parsley. Basil, I must remember that's here. I needed some of that the other day. Hello, Harrypool. Lots of lettuces. Luca tends to plant lettuces. He just plants underneath the other plants and they all grow up really well together. He's got some new ones coming in there, but he's got them on a good rota, so we never run out of lettuce all year round. Go out the back door of the greenhouse. This is what I was coming to check. Remember I climbed up the ladder to the nest fuller the other day? I think they look much riper now. Let's go get some. I've got one. That's right, I'll put them up afterwards. I think Carlo has made it a bit too complicated to get the pool cover on because he's been there for about 40 minutes now with Nicola trying to get the swimming pool cover on, and now he's taken it off again and he's still fiddling with it, and it should not take that long. Shouldn't be that complicated. So as of today, Italy is on phase, what phase are we on? 2? Whatever we're on. We're on the next phase of lockdowns. Everything is slowly starting to reopen. As of today, we're allowed to meet up with friends, we're allowed to have friends around to our houses. Pretty much everything is starting to go back to normal. Shops can open again, shopping centres can open, restaurants will be opening, and even hairdressers and beauty centres will be opening, although on a very strict appointment-only basis. Here in Positano, I don't think all the shops are going to open straight away and all the hotels, because obviously there's nobody that's coming into town, and we don't know what's going to happen in that situation, because it now depends on the other countries and their rules, because we've heard that Italy will probably be opening the borders at some point in June, but it depends on what other countries decide when they will let people travel and what their rules and regulations will be. So it's all still very up in the air, but we have our freedom back, which is absolutely great. I can't wait for the day that we can go to a restaurant and I don't have to cook a meal. That's going to be exciting. Carlo's Uncle Giovanni keeps rabbits for food, and he recently gave us a rabbit which I wasn't ready to cook at the time, so I shoved it in the freezer, and it's been there for a while. I got it out the freezer yesterday. It's now defrosted, so tonight we are going to have a rabbit stew or rabbit alla schitana for dinner. So what we need is some rosemary, which luckily we have here. I pick some before it gets dark, because I normally forget to do this and then I end up having to come out in the dark. But I'm going to pick some rosemary. I have spared you the video of Luca chopping up the rabbit for me, because I couldn't quite do that myself, but he's done it for me. I used to be able to take it down to the butcher when we lived in our old place. Every time I was given a whole rabbit, I would just take it to the butcher and say, just can you make that into pieces for me? And I still haven't quite got round to being able to do that myself yet, because it looks too much like a dead rabbit. But Luke has done that. I'm not going to give you this recipe because I'm not following the recipe 100% how it should be, just because I'm missing a couple of the ingredients. I'm sort of making it up as I go along. But I'm going to brown off the rabbit, and I'm going to do the big bits first, which are ooh, the head's in there. Ugh. You don't want the head. So I'm going to brown off the bits of rabbit first, and then cook them with some, it's supposed to be white wine. I don't have any white wine because I don't drink, so I've got a bit of red wine that's cooking wine, so I'm going to use that. And I'm just going to make some sort of rabbit stew with rosemary. Basically, it's a rabbit, tomato, and rosemary, garlic, and white wine. Well, except it's not, it's red wine. And after about half an hour of cooking, that is ready. I have also cooked some roast potatoes, which I'm just stuck under the grill to get them a bit crunchier. Lily, a bit of a kitty, Ollie. Thank you for coming along with us today. I hope you enjoyed your day out in Praiano. We will see you next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Good night.